Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Prof. CK, and this is All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Let's get started. Now, we can double this using our ore hammer. We cannot yet melt it for the same reason as before when we were talking about the signalum. It takes 1500 degrees, and that's soul lava or blazing blood, not plain lava. But the copper ore hammer is just copper, and after that much of a pain, I'm going to get every bit of AllTheModium I can out of what we found. And that's quite a bit. I'm very happy with that. So let's smelt this all up, and I'll be right back. And honestly, as fast as these emerald furnaces are, we really didn't even need to pause. So let's clean up a little bit. We don't need the magic map for a while. Actually, no, we will. Because the first thing that I want to make with this AllTheModium is a builder. After all that work, we're making a builder. So in order to make that, we need a machine frame, which we already know how to make. What am I forgetting? Oh, the nuggets. We have to nuggetize that. And to go with the builder, a quarry card. Now we are going to make, the clearing fortune. No, we're just going to make the clearing quarry. So to make the clearing quarry, we need to start with making the shape quarry card. So diamond pick, diamond shovel, shape card. Oh, out of paper. Oh, and bricks. Let's make some bricks really quick. So the shape card quarry, we can put in a builder, and that will just tell it to remove everything. With a clearing quarry, which just takes adding glass, so if we do just the quarry card, it will dig out and replace with dirt. With the clearing quarry, it will leave a big hole. It cannot mine AllTheModium. So that will be useful to know here in a little bit. And I'm going to grab a few other pieces. Well, actually, I do need to make an ender chest. Not that one. This one. Nope, we are not making the ender chest because we don't have blaze rods. That's all right. We'll grab one of these alchemical chests. Actually, no. You know, I say that. We found a backpack. Gold backpack. Can we upgrade this? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in it. Interesting. To diamond. And if we grab our stack upgrades, what we can do, so you can actually shift right click these onto the ground and they become placeable and you can interact with them like a chest. If I steal this stack upgrade, no, you gotta break those stacks up. Shift right click to pick it up. We can use that as a chest to go on top of the builder and grab some pipes and a bit of power. Be right back. All right, so we are back outside, and what we're going to do is clear a little bit of space. You can all go get stored for now. You probably figure out what we're about to do based on the stuff in the inventory there. Is we're going to come to the corner here. Yeah, right about here. Let's check our chunk boundaries. And we're going to place down our builder. We're going to put the backpack on top of it to be storage. We're going to put down a uranium block, cobble gen, start filling that. We're going to put our, oh, whoops, did not line that up well. That'll work. Let's move this all over a little bit. Turn that off, turn that on. We're now generating power. 480 per tick. This is one of the ones that we fully upgraded before. And he is going to very slowly fill up with power. So while we're waiting for that, let's grab out some blocks and our shape card. So in order to use a card to quarry, yeah, this will do. You need to tell it where you want it to quarry. So let's get to the top of the hill. And shift right, oh, whoops. So first, we have to shift right click it on the builder. Now we can start selecting our corners. So first corner. Oof. And we'll go across to the other side. Oh, I did put on those night metal boots that we got from loot. These are pretty nice. So that gave us step assist. And we can turn our chunk borders off again. So let's find the edges. That's there. That looks good. Yeah, we'll go here. Now, we're going to do the thing you should never do in Minecraft. Dig straight down. Let's grab some torches just so I can see and you can see a little bit. And be back in a few blocks. Ooh, Stellar Arcana. Oh, this is gonna hurt. We will need that for the future when we get to Forbidden and Arcanist to do some Eternal Stellas to make things unbreakable. Now, do we have to go all the way down to bedrock? No. In fact, we're probably way past where that hollow hill ends. So we'll go ahead and got our settings copied to the shape card. I'm going to pillar back out and bring it back when we get to the builder. All right, here we are. So let's pop our shape card in here. We can do a preview, and that shows us where it's going to dig. Turn that off. And we want it to say, where are you? No highlighting, do single run, entities. If the operation is not possible, wait on the current position. We do not want that. If the operation, don't wait. So if it hits a block it can't mine, just skip it and go to the next block. This cannot mine AllTheModium, so it's going to make a big hole, and all the AllTheModium is going to be waiting there for us to come back. So let's chunk load the chunk we're in with the builder. And, oh, we forgot a lever. Do we have any wood? We have wood. You know what? We have sticks. We have cobblestone. And it's going to start digging. Oh, wait, before we let it go on, stop. One other thing we want to do with this shape card. We want it to void stone, cobblestone, dirt, all of this stuff, including things that are tag matched, so it doesn't fill up this backpack with dirt and cobble. So let's grab these things out. Yeah, look how much dirt it already grabbed. By the way, if you're wondering how much dirt should I make early game, not much. Not much at all, because we have infinite dirt now. Alright, so let's put this back in. Turn you back on, and it's quarrying. Now it was going to tear through this power. Right? This cannot keep up. This thing will use as much power as you can give it. So you can see as it's getting power, it's trying, and then it is picking up the things that it's mining. So let's see if I run around the other side, we can find where it's mining. It usually starts in the far corner. That's where it's mining. So we can see it's, as it's getting power, working its way through and digging a hole. So what we're going to do is, oh, such a cute bunny. You're adorable. I need your foot. Where'd you go? No, I guess he gets away this time. So we're going to head back home and just going to let this run. I'm going to honestly AFK for a while, go grab some dinner, and we'll come back. So that's taking a little longer than I had hoped. But while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get to making a jetpack. So there's actually not that much to it. We're going to need to get the, you start with the bronze jetpack, and we'll need 11 of these coils. And that will let us make 5 of these batteries with some coils left over. So we can make the capacitor, and we can make 2 furnaces, 1 for each thruster. A leather strap. And we have a jetpack. And that can go on our body slot in the curios, and we can fly, except we don't actually have any power in it. So how can we get power? So these turbines that we're running, or not turbines, dynamos that we're running upstairs do not have any kind of charging slot. the coal generator does, but it's not super fast. We're going to let that run, and while that's running, I'm going to make this wireless charger. So let's do that really quick. Again, not a whole lot to it. Iron, redstone, ender pearl. And if we put this on a power supply, which we can just hook in, we'll just hook in right here. That's filling up. So this has gotten, actually it's not too bad, almost half full. But I don't know if you saw how much faster that wireless power supply is. And as we're flying around, this will keep us charged as long as we stay in range. And it's got a pretty decent range. So let's see if I can remember what I set my hotkeys to. I don't. Options, controls, keybinds, category jetpack. We have the throttle on V, the hover on H, something else is on V. What else is on V? Project E charge will take off for now. Whoops. And I'm just hitting escape to clear it, and spirit empowered can go. So we turn that on, and we can fly. Whoosh. And if we turn on the hover mode, we can fly, and we will slowly descend. But we can do better than that. So if we look at the stats here, we see that it's using 60 FE a tick. It has 100K FE storage, vertical speed, vertical acceleration, horizontal speed, and so forth. We can upgrade that to an Invar jetpack. So let's do that. So same thing we just did, 11 more basic coils, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11. We will make 5 batteries. We will make 1 capacitor, 2 thrusters, 2 furnaces. I'm going to make all 4 because we're going to need those for the electrum, I'm sure. So 2 thrusters. And now we're an Invar jetpack. So 100,000 FE to 400,000 storage. If you look at the speed, let's just look at horizontal speed. 0.08 becomes 0.15, almost double. And the hover descent speed 0.3 from 0.18. So we go up and down faster, we go forward and backwards faster. We plunk that in the inventory, and we're still in range of that wireless charger, filling him right up. But wait, there's more. Let's go ahead and make the electrum. Now the electrum uses advanced coils, which are gold, but still 11. We need 5 energy cells. Capacitor. 2 thrusters. It's not automatically grabbing that when we hit the plus because it's got the NBT data. If it had crafted straight into the inventory and never been in straight into the storage, never been in inventory, it might autocraft, but no big deal, we just drop it in. Put that on, let him charge up for a moment, and put that in. So you can just right click it in your hand and it'll go to its curio slot. But now we can fly around much faster. And as long as we stay relatively near the wireless charger, if we look over here on the left, you see we've got the power bar. Now another thing, the T 100%, I've mapped this to the plus and minus key. So one of the problems that we run into with these jetpacks at the higher tier is when you're trying to do something specific, like say we wanted to build, it's just too fast at full speed to get any kind of control. But we can just drop that down. This is a little closer to say like creative mode flight speed, and it's much easier for fine tuning, and then we're ready to travel right back to 100%. Now, if we want to upgrade this again, it's signalum with diamond coils. I think we're fast enough for now, and making signalum at the moment is just kind of inconvenient. So we'll come back to that when it's a little easier to make signalum. We get some more machines going. And then the signalum upgrades to enderium, and that's the top level. So I just checked on the quarry. It's taking a long time. I'm going to AFK for a while, let this run, and we'll come back and check on that quarry. So it is finally done. Literally let it run overnight. I went to bed, came back in the morning. It's finished. And we now have all of the... Oh, there's another boss. Still don't want to deal with it. We now have all of the AllTheModium exposed. So we'll grab our netherite pickaxe. And... Oh, see, this is what I was talking about with the throttle. It's hard to get precise with it. So I'm going to mine the rest of this up. And I think I'm just going to leave that floating. Yeah, it's supposed to be a skyblock. That belongs. So I'm going to mine the rest of this up, and I will meet you back at the base. Alright, so here's our haul. We've got 25 raw AllTheModium ore, and all of this. So crystals, ores, mushrooms, some spawner scrap. Unfortunately, we don't have silk touch on that quarry, so we didn't get the spawner. But we'll use the spawner scrap for something eventually, I'm sure. Create viridium. I think that's just a building block. Yeah, that's just a building block. It's a neat color. More mushrooms, more stellarite, and so forth. Ton of redstone. This would be super incredibly exciting if we weren't already getting most of this on automatic. But it's still, a lot of wood. That's actually really nice because keep running out of wood. And we did get our Megatorch and Feral Flare lanterns back. So I'm going to stuff all this into storage. Oh, ton of dimensional shards. That's nice. And give me just a second to store all this, and I'll be right back with you. So actually, I'm going to try something and see if this might make it a little bit easier to get everything into the system. Let's grab some cables. And actually, we don't really need cables. If we put this item importer here, pick you up and put you down here, disconnect you. Yeah, we ended up with some sand, but that's okay. What we should be able to do is import all items. So if we grab a variable card, will this work just as is, or do we have to program it? Let's try it. Import all items, true, and oh, there it goes. It's sucking everything into the system. Oh, and it's fast. Oh my goodness, this is way, way faster than moving thousands and thousands. All right, so we'll give that a second to suck all in, and then we'll get going on the next thing. So the next thing we need to do is make an AllTheModium pickaxe. That's going to take AllTheModium rods and plates. To make rods, we can use our hammer with 2 ingots, or we can make the extruder from Industrial Contraptions, or the metal press from Immersive Engineering. Not a huge fan of Industrial Contraptions. If we look at the plate, again, it's 2. We can make the rolling machine from Industrial Contraptions. We can make the press from Create, Or again, the metal press from immersive engineering. This looks like it's two birds with one stone. So let's take a look at that. So to make the metal press, let's start by getting the immersive book, which is the engineer's manual. That's just a book with a lever. All right, so the engineer's manual has all of the instructions for everything immersive engineering. So overview and resources, workbench furnaces, construction, no, power wires, generators, tools, simple machines, heavy machines, metal press. So in order to make the metal press, we need a piston, 2 steel scaffolding, a redstone engineering block, a heavy engineering block, and 2 conveyor belts. Let's take a look and see how difficult that will be. So redstone engineering block takes iron sheet metal, copper. This is just plates, which we can make. The heavy engineering block takes steel. We can make steel. We haven't done that yet, but we can get into that. That's a lot of stuff. And the light is iron with sheet metal. And what else was it? Piston we've got, steel scaffolding, and conveyor belts. So steel scaffolding is just steel ingots and steel rods, which is putting us in a loop. We could cast it to make the molten steel. Oh, we can. All right, let's take a look at this industrial contraptions recipes. So to make the roller, we need piston, machine block, electric circuit, industrial grade metal, which is just smelted iron, cable, which is rubber. Can we do rubber? Yeah, we can smelt slime into rubber. And more industrial grade metal, a fuse, which is more industrial grade metal. You know what, guys? I think we're going to do the industrial contraptions method. But I'm also looking at the time. I think what we're actually going to do is call that an episode. I'm going to look through the industrial contraptions a little bit, and we'll come back next time and get our AllTheModium pickaxe made up. So again, if you have any thoughts, ideas, questions, suggestions, let me know down in the comments. And thank you very much for coming along. I'll talk with you next time. Bye-bye.